All right, y'all, check this out. This ain't gonna be too long. I pre-recorded it so it wouldn't go too long. But I just seen a clip. Matter of fact, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna find the clip. I'm gonna play the clip for y'all. You know, I usually don't do that, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show y'all that clip.
Your son?
Yeah, man. It's one of my favorite people, man, young Dolph, man. But just ask the question. We're gonna see the question.
Would you smoke a blunt with your son?
Nah, I wouldn't smoke a blunt with my son. That's a good question, though. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I done been around parents. Would you smoke a blunt with your son? I mean, it depends on how old he is. That's just me.
Would you smoke a...
Now, this is the thing about that. And I'm going to talk about this because I done talked about this several times with several different people. And my problem is, Dolph was very famous. He known for smoking. Dolph done put a lot of people on marijuana. But I don't like people giving people dumbass information. They asked him would he smoke a blunt with his son, and he like, nah, I wouldn't smoke a blunt with my son. That dude like, shit, it all depends on how old he was. He was like, man, you smoke a blunt with your son? Let me tell y'all something. When it come down to your child, mother or father, them two people right there, who else in this world gonna love your child the way you love your child? No motherfucking body. Who else gonna protect your child the way you protect your child? No motherfucking body. Who else is gonna be concerned about your child the way you concerned about your child? Right. No motherfucking body. So, let me ask you this. If you smoke weed, like Dolph, you a motherfucking connoisseur, you know the best weed, you know the type of weed to stay away from. People smoke what you say you smoking because you smoking it. And then you tell your son, don't look at me, don't fuck with me, don't do what I do. Go over there and fuck with them. We not even gonna talk about Dolph. My sister homegirl is how this conversation started a couple years back. We was all at her house and she was like, man, she was talking about her son. This motherfucker think he should be smoking weed and shit in my house. I told him, you better not never smoke weed, mom. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm like, oh, time out, pause. You smoke weed. I know, I'm grown. We 16. Right. So you telling your 16-year-old son to go do drugs outside the house with strangers, with people who don't love him, don't care about him, ain't got his best interest and concern in none. These people might put acid in your son. They might put fentanyl in your son. They might put some girl in your son. Any of this stuff, man. And you telling your son to go with them. Not me, because I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I love you. I'm going to make sure you ain't doing nothing that damn stupid. But I'm going to send you out here with the rest of the stupid motherfuckers, the other 16-year-olds, the other 15-year-olds, the parents that said, I'm not going to keep no track of you. I'm not going to watch what you're doing. You take your ass over there somewhere. I don't want to see. I don't want to know. Just call me when you're in the hospital. Let the police call me. Say, man, we got to do better as a people, as a parent, as black people, white people, Chinese people, whoever you is. Listen what I'm telling you. They said, oh, would you smoke weed with them? Man, hell no. Then who do you think your son gonna be smoking with? Because I'm gonna tell you like this, even if you were still here guiding your son, dog, like a lot of these parents are still here guiding their kids. Kids look up to daddy. They see what daddy do. Dolph had people looking up to him that wasn't even his son. Motherfuckers smoking weed just because they heard Dolph say it. Now what you think his son gonna do? Big boy smoke. When that nigga grow up, you think anybody that know that ain't Dolph's son ain't gonna want, man, smoke a blunt with me, boy, you Dolph's son, just like smoking with Dolph. They gonna want to smoke with your son. But what if your son is out here smoking with a nigga that's a fan, but this fan like to sprinkle his shit with some extra shit? You see what I'm saying? You not gonna do that to your son. I told you the story, Miss Vicky caught us smoking that weed, bro. Expect shit I look cool. Cause she tried to teach a nigga, look, bro, buy your own weed, smoke your own weed, roll your own weed. Don't let these niggas out here. She didn't smoke weed like that to be trying to smoke with us. But she still made sure we understood the rules of the game. Say, bro, these niggas will do anything out here. Don't put your trust in these dudes when it comes to putting something in your body. Bro, as black men, we be scared to eat something that a woman cook, like spaghetti and shit. We don't want to put that in our body because we don't know. But I take a blunt from the average nigga on the street, just, hey, bro, hey, let me hit that. Here you go. And now you running around here, ass crossed and making chicken sounds. Don't know what the fuck wrong with you. Say, man, I'm not saying you should have your kids smoking. What I'm saying is, I was a kid, so I know it ain't always your choice of what your child do. But what I'm saying is, once your child start doing shit that you know that can lead them down the wrong road, you need to grab your child by the hand and hold that motherfucking hand and tell them, no, sir. But daddy, you doing okay with, let me show you what I'm doing. Because I don't know what the hell they doing over there. I don't trust that shit. Not with your life. The hell, you my son, I'm not going to send you out here to the stranger dangers. Tell you smoke whatever the hell they rolling up out there because you can't smoke with me. Hell no. I'm highly disappointed at this video. Nigga, you's a connoisseur. You know this shit. They're like Snoop Dogg smoking weed all goddamn day in front of the kids and all this all in the house full of weed smoking. Then when the time we smoke, no, you can't smoke in front of me. You can't smoke with me. You can't smoke this shit I'm smoking. Go find your own shit. Buy it from your own people. Smoke with them dudes over there. And it don't matter if they lacing you. It don't matter if you getting elevated and then your mind is impressed when they tell you whatever the fuck they want to tell you. No, sir. I learned a lot of bad habits smoking with people that had bad habits. It wasn't because of the weed. It's because of goddamn these nigga I'm smoking and I'm listening and my mind and opened up and now the shit that I'm listening to wouldn't work for them. It would lead me down the wrong motherfucking road. Sometimes it wasn't even shit that these motherfuckers would go do. But I'm a different breed of motherfucker, so I would go do some shit that motherfuckers wouldn't do. Like, tell you, hey bro, I'm not encouraging you to go smoke weed. I'm not encouraging no child to go smoke weed, but I will encourage you no matter what your child doing, don't forsake your child, don't push your child away. Sit there, talk to your child about whatever it is they going through. Whether you understand it or not, talk to them about whatever it is going through, because if you don't, somebody will. And if it's somebody who don't give a damn about them, somebody who don't give a shit about your child, well, what boat you think you in? Because it's your child at the end of the day. That's a representation of you. That's your bloodline. That's your flesh and bone. That's you. Why would you send you out there to the bullshit when you can protect yourself? Your child is yourself. Protect that at all costs, man. Yeah, I believe the children are the future. It ain't even about believing. Hell, I know it. But we so caught up in self that we don't be looking to the future like, dude. Think about it. I be so happy and proud of myself that I get to a point where I can look out for my mama, take care of my mama, because I know what it felt like growing up as a kid, needing that help. I don't remember getting my ass wiped, but I'm pretty sure it happened. I needed somebody to do that. And as crazy as it sounds, I had to tell my mama yesterday, Mom, I don't know what you gonna do when you get to that age where you need somebody to wash your ass and wipe your ass. But just in case you wonder, you know both of your daughters is nurses. Your son a thug. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a truck driver. They nurses. I was this close. I went to the medical field in the military. But then I went to prison. I forgot all about that. I don't know how to wipe ass no more. I ain't had no babies. I don't know how to wipe no ass. But I'm a damn good supervisor. So I will be calling my sister and them, hey, you seen that ass before? I ain't never seen it. I ain't trying to. You seen mama niggas several times. I ain't never seen it. I ain't trying to. Just like she see y'all niggas. I don't walk around in front of my mama niggas. If you seen it, it was the young version. This shit new and improved. Not for your ass. But the moral of the story, man, love your kids, protect your kids, man. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you approve or disapprove, man. Them your kids. And the thing is, you got to stick with your kids, man, and hope that one day they get it. Like, bro, I can't tell you how many opportunities I gave my mama to give up on me, to look at me and say, this one here, he just ain't gonna do right. This motherfucker, this the one that, you know, this the heartache, this the heartbreaker, this the one that just goddamn me gonna let me down. Until I wasn't. And one day I woke up and shit just gotta do better. I gotta do better. Can't sit here and wait on somebody to do better for me. It's not gonna happen. Like I was having a thought this morning, like, man, I done did a lot of shit. I done worried. I done been in defense mode. I done been anxious. Man, the one thing I really just don't know how to do is quit. I thought I quit school, but if you think about it, 2 weeks later, I was in GED. Not in GED, but walking across the stage with a GED. With grown folks. And ain't like, that was my plan, that was my mama plan. She was like, hey, you can't stay here dropping out of school. You're going to get a job, you're going to get a GED, and you're going to get a GED before you go get the job, bro. Nah, you can't walk around here like that. You can't live around here like that. You can't sit around here like that. I don't know what Miss Vicky let you do, but Miss Wanda ain't going. And I ain't fit to throw you out the motherfucking house. I'm going to throw your ass over in this adult education center. You fit to do something with your motherfucking life. And I'm so thankful that I had a mama like that did not say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm through. I can't handle it. You want to quit school? You think you're grown? Get out of my house. You want to smoke weed? Get out of my house. You want to do this? Get out of my house. Now, I had a stepdad who told me to get out a couple times. I had a couple times where I left my goddamn self. Thing is, it was always because I felt like that's what was best for me. It was always because I felt like I wasn't protected. I didn't have the resources I needed. And as a kid, I didn't want to understand it. I couldn't understand it. As an adult, I see the situation for what it was. Like when dudes started beating on me, there's no excuse, but my mama was 40 years old and 7 months pregnant. The first time dude put his hands on me, 40 years old, 7 months pregnant with 2 teenagers. Probably ain't the best time to be kicking the motherfucker out with the job to paying the bills while you on maternity leave. Sacrificial lamb I was. I get it. I get over it. I'm over it. There was other times, other situations, but like I say, as a grown-up, I can look back at those situations like, you know what? My mama had 3 kids, and then dude brought in another 3 kids and overnight. Just shit got tight up in that motherfucking house. Food started getting scarce up in that motherfucking house. Clothes stopped getting bought up in that motherfucking house. New shoes, shit, niggas started getting it on their own. Had to. And you can't always keep track of goddamn, there's 6 kids in this motherfucker. Where you get them shoes from? Where that shirt come from? When last time I bought you a pair of pants? You need pads. Damn, you pregnant? Damn, you pregnant? You pregnant again? Goddamn. You pregnant again? You see what I'm saying? That type of shit happen, man. As a parent, you don't always know what to do. Parents are just like us. It's like I don't realize, man, it took me a long time to realize because it took a long time to happen, but I've been living this one life since a kid. I just woke up one day, I was grown. I had responsibilities, problems, issues. I didn't take no class on responsibilities coming, nigga. This is how you got to deal with it. This is how it's going to look. This is what you're going to have to do. This is what you need to say. I ain't teaching none of this shit. None of that. I don't know if they even tried. I don't know if they got their class in high school or something, responsibility 101. I never went to high school a day in my life. I'm just saying. Some shit you got to pick up on. But just imagine if your mama and daddy was right there telling you this shit like, hey, real nigga shit. No fun and games. This is what I'm about to tell you, son. When you get such and such age, shit gonna change dramatically. It's gonna change dramatically. Now, this is the thing about it. This is what I want you to understand. Ain't nothing in the world free. Shit costs money. Everything that you want from me costs money. This is how hard I work. I work this many hours a day. This is how much money I make. At the end of the week, this is how much money I got. Now, if you take this what I got, and you think about these bills is this much, this bill is this much, this bill is this much, this bill is this much. That's all my money. Now let's go to your mama. Because she got a job too. We got to be together paying these bills. There's so many. Boom, 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 boom. Her check gone. Now, smartly, we took this much amount out and saved it, put it to the side. Now, Here you come after all the money gone. I ain't buying no new pants, but you want some new Jordans. I ain't got none. Okay, but not only do you want the Jordans, you want the shirt to match. And then next week, another pair of Jordans, you want them too? Shirt to match? Oh, now you need a new pair of pants. Oh, but you got to eat every day. How many times you want to eat a day? 3? Okay, so you want breakfast, you want lunch, and you want dinner? Like you don't want no snacks and none of that? No fruit roll-ups, no Tootsie Roll, no cookies, no chips? Oh, you want that shit? Okay, so add all that shit in there. You be wanting me to take you places, I got to put gas in the car. Let's go see how much gas costs. Okay, this tank hold this much. If I put half a tank in here, this is what I spent. If I take you over here, this is what I lost. If I bring you back, this is what I lost. Now think about it. I got to get to work to make the money to do all of this. So this is what it's going to cost me to do that. I got to put some more gas in the car. Son, are you following me? It's hard out here for a pimp. So what I'm going to need you to do is, I'm going to need you to pay attention to school. I'm going to need you to learn and get smart as hell. So when you face with these type of problems, you have a better way of tackling them than I do. Because see, me and your mama putting our heads together, and we just barely making it. We got you. I don't know how many other kids everybody else got, but there's some more kids over here. There's unexpected shit happening over here. You got to pay insurance. You got to pay the mortgage. You got, if you own the house, you got to pay homeowners insurance. Then you got a life insurance policy. You want to go on vacation at the end of the year because your mama want to go on vacation 9 times a motherfucking month. You know what I'm saying? Every time she go to work, she thinks she's supposed to come home and go to vacation. I don't know where these women get it from. But I'm just saying, man, sometimes you have to explain to your kids. Don't just tell them. Y'all know the worst thing that I ever said that you could say to a child is, because I said so. Don't never tell your child, because I said so. Because if you tell them that, it's because he asked you a question. If he asked you a question, it's a teaching moment. And because I said so is the opposite of a teaching moment. Don't you want your child to be motherfucking smarter than everybody else's child? When you have a baby, don't y'all be sitting there talking about, oh, he's so smart. Look, he already walking. He already talking. Don't you want your child to be smarter than everybody else's child? Or is that just you want your baby to be smarter than everybody else's baby? Because the shit continues. You keep teaching that child. You keep putting good things in their head, positive things. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Man, what if somebody was giving me all the shit I be trying to get my best to get y'all when I was a kid? I be thinking about this shit literally like how far would I have been if instead of a stepdad, I'd have had my real daddy. Even though he went through a bunch of bullshit and probably had a bunch of bullshit to tell me, guess what? I learned that same bullshit the hard way. When I could have learned it from a professional bullshit that really gave a fuck about me. Could have taught me the game instead of goddamn me running the game on me and let me learn it for myself. Man, come on now. And I know experience the best teacher. But sometimes the best lessons to learn is the lesson you learn from somebody else fucking up. Cause I promise you, me and my mama had this talk yesterday. We went out to lunch. She was like, I got this thing about, put your seatbelt on. Here, put your seatbelt on. So, I don't know if I be rushing my mama to put her seatbelt on or she really do be forgetting. But, we was back in our driver like, put your seatbelt on, just out of habit. And she said something that just kind of made me think. And she was like, I don't know when I got to where people got to remind me to put a seatbelt on. I ain't needed no reminder putting a seatbelt on since my brother Clifford died. That's my uncle. He died from a car wreck. Had the word Mazda stamped in his chest. They say my uncle had that word stamped in his chest, but he had got out that car and was walking around talking to folks. And he sat down on the curb, fell back dead. That's why I be so scared when I have wrecks. And I had a couple. But I be so scared and I be patting myself down and I be trying to make sure I'm not fucked up because I know that your adrenaline, you not going to know it. I told y'all I got out the motherfucking, out of 18-wheeler that was covered in diesel fluid in the middle of the darkness and the motherfucking rain and all this shit. With a dislocated shoulder, a broke leg, spitting teeth out my mouth with a cracked forehead. That was adrenaline. Yeah, I'm sitting there like, man, I think my leg broke. But something in the back of my head was telling me, man, your shit just hurt. You just probably, you know what I'm saying, popped that motherfucker out of place or something. Doc came back and was like, yeah, it's broke. It's a clean break. Damn. Nigga, I done kicked windows out of trucks and slid out the motherfucking truck and standing on the side of the truck for 45 minutes in the goddamn rain with a broke leg. That's how I know, man. Motherfucker can't stop me, man. It's very hard to stop me. And it can be even harder to stop my kid if I give him everything I got, plus he got the will to survive on his own. Check this out, man. Do whatever you gotta do for your kids, man. I promise you. This shit gonna be worth it in the end, because there's gonna come a time where you gonna need your kid. The same way they need you. The same way you were putting that spoon in their mouth with them peas on it, they gonna be putting that spoon in your mouth with them peas on it. If not them, some motherfucker in a nursing home. The same way you were wiping that ass and changing their diaper, you gonna need them to wipe that ass and change their diaper. You know what I'm saying? You gonna need them to sit you in front of the TV and put something on that you will watch, even if you ain't watching, just something to entertain you for a minute. The same way you done them hundreds of times. Come on now. We go back in the way we came in. It's like the pimp game. You go out the way you came in. You come in with no motherfucking teeth, wrinkled and bald-headed. You live long enough, you coming out this motherfucker with no teeth, wrinkled and bald-headed. With somebody wiping your ass and feeding you. It's just how it is. If you lucky, if you take heed to the shit that I'm saying in the lesson that life gonna teach you and give you, then when the time comes, you gonna have somebody there. If not, then you probably gonna be alone, living a miserable life, man. I don't want that for nobody. So do right by yourself and do right by your kids, man, at all costs. You are the most important thing in this world until you have kids. Simple and plain. With that being said, don't be afraid to take the long road, set the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Go find somebody to help, preferably your kids. Tell somebody you love them, preferably your kids. You know I love y'all and your kids. With that being said, we out, man. Y'all take it easy.
We cool, give you the good, like God was the first. We cool, give you the good, like God was the first person really to try to do some business with me. You know what I mean? Because his folks where he from, like they really know actually like what's really up with young Dolph. You feel what I'm saying? Like without their microphone, ain't got nothing to do with no microphone, like they know what's up with me. You feel what I'm saying? So they reached out to me, but they were like, come on, I had already put too much of my own time in it, too much of my own money. So when I pop off and blow up, it preach what it did, or get this money, whatever one of the records. You feel what I'm saying? They would have been like, oh, he blew up because of Gotti. I can't do that.
Right.
So it'd been like I've been grinding and doing all this shit for nothing to let Gotti get let him get the shine off of it. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's cool, I fuck with him, but I just can't do that.
Would y'all do records?